Hello.
Hello สวัสดีค่ะ
Hello. How are you today?
I'm fine.
Questions for us? You found what? Goldfish? What did you find?
Fine.
Cindy likes to add extra
I'm
D's
fine.
now, just in case.
No.
Any questions today?
English.
English. Yeah. Chinese.
And Spanish. No.
Spanish.
Them is popular.
They
are popular language in the world. Languages in the world. Before I thought just English or but Chinese not much. Chinese, right? Not much.
Yes.
And my friend said Spanish is popular also.
Yes, very common because when Spanish, I only talk about the British and people who came to United States, but a lot of people from Spain and Portugal went to South America. So most people in all of South America speak Spanish. And so that's why it's popular. It's not because people like Spanish. Not because they want to speak it. It's because of the amount of people that speak it.
And right now, because some song use Spanish language and very popular, and after that, people interested.
Get interested
about
in
Spanish language.
Spanish. Yes.
Because South America.
Yeah. So in Japan, right, they have a lot of very famous anime movies. If people love the art, they want to learn
Japanese.
the language so they can understand it, right, in its original form. Yeah. So if a country can make things that are very valuable and interesting, then people want to learn more about it. Yeah. Spanish has a lot of songs that people enjoy. Yeah, that's true.
Popular.
Yes. Also in the United States, there are a lot of people that speak Spanish. If you go to some states or some places in the South, most people speak Spanish.
Speak bad.
No, they can speak usually English and Spanish. Both. Yeah. Okay, another exciting question.
No.
Okay, so yesterday I was listening to my speaking about Einstein.
And
there's a lot of mistakes. But anyway, I'm not going to correct them. I don't believe in correction because if you're fighting someone with a sword, right? Let's say you have a sword and I have a sword, and I try to hit you and I miss, and then you stab me in the throat.
What
right?
throat?
Here's a throat. And you stab me in the throat, right? I can't go on Google and say how to swing your sword better. No, you're dead. That's it. If you can survive the battle.
But you can learn from that.
If you can survive, okay, then you can go check. But you can't fix your mistakes when you're in the battle. So I don't believe in putting correction. I see people on YouTube, they say, I meant this. I don't believe in that. I'm going to leave it as the mistakes are, and I believe that's the way to go. Unfortunately, there were a lot, but like I said, don't listen to the technical details of this show. We're only here to learn English. That's all. Okay. Let's hear about Sibti's exciting day.
Today I sleep. No, last night I couldn't sleep until 9 a.m. and then I took a shower, got dressed, and then I went to find pork, some deep pork fried.
Deep?
ทอด
Okay.
Like what do you call? Like
Fried.
French fried.
French fried?
No, like French fry. 5 pork
fried
pork
okay
and
you can just say barbecue pork
barbecue pork and something very spicy like cream sauce น้ำพริก
not cream
cream
yes they are
น้ำพริก
okay are you selling them the non-prick yet oh
I think maybe it's not good for me
oh
to do
no don't give up right if we give up then we fail
and after that I went back to my room I took a nap and woke up again at 3:30 p.m. And I still couldn't come to do work
oh
because I don't have energy. I didn't have energy because before 2 days ago I partied a lot.
yeah
And after that I took a shower, got dressed, and then I went out to eat with my friends and went to another place to do work.
okay
Talk work.
you have a new job
No,
what's
that's
the new job
about website. I want to know details.
oh, okay
Yes.
this is the scam website that we were talking about okay
And after
what did they say did they sound like me during our game that we played
I think no.
oh, okay good
Yeah. We talked until
what questions did you ask them and what did they say
what I should have in the beginning.
money
Yeah.
okay okay
And what I if I give you money and after that what I should do. What should I do?
right
And how long I can get money back.
how long
Money I can make money.
no that's the amount of time you're trying to say how when
Money will come to me when I can get money.
when no when will I start making money
making money.
yeah
And
did he say like I mean next week
no,
oh no
everything depends on marketing team. The marketing team,
okay
and because we had to pay for them also, and then we try to find customers
not MERS
customer for us,
okay
and money will come every time people come in our website
not in come
to
yes
our website.
okay do you feel like this is a good investment when you talked with them you said wow this is great 50-50 you don't trust them or what
I touch but I'm not sure because I'm not sure about when my money will come.
What did they tell you that you will make?
But they said money will come every day, but not in the beginning, not much. And we have to wait. Like my close friend, he did for in the beginning he can make just some day just 5,000 or not much, but right now he made for 6 months. He makes for 6 months.
He has been making.
For 6 months. Oh no, 9 months, and right now he can make
Not he has been making, he has been working
He has been working
for 9 months.
for 9 months, and right now he can make
Make.
9
9.
80 or 90,000 baht
Per day.
per probably per day.
Whoa.
Yeah,
Did you see the money?
I know that guy.
He's very rich.
Yeah,
Okay.
but I had to talk. I had to talk with my mom and let her decide because she's smart about business more than me.
She is
She is
smarter
smarter
than me. Than me.
than me.
Right, and me also. Exactly. It's very tempting, right? But usually when something is too good, it's too good.
If you have some problem, yes, it will.
It's better to invest in yourself, in your own business. Because,
Yes.
for example, what happens if he dies? Let's say it's real, for example. Let's say he's telling the truth. He's just a great guy that's a genius at making money. And he builds a website for you, and he hires this marketing team, and he sets everything up. And then he dies.
No, I forgot to tell you. Before I thought I will give money to them, no, to him and let him make for me, right? But he said he don't want to do that because he doesn't want to do that because he don't want he doesn't
Right.
want to hold other money. This deal work, he said, everything is due for you. You own only, and I have my website, and you have your website, but we will share everything half together about house for staff and salary staff for programmer. Everything we will share half because I just start and you just start. Customer not much, and we
You can't say customer not much.
people.
No, you can say they're... We just need the English sentence. We can't say customer not much. That's a Thai translation.
Not a lot.
There aren't
There aren't a
a
lot.
lot of customers.
A lot of.
But he's making 80,000 per day. Why does he need
No,
you?
another guy.
Oh, the guy that you're working with, he's not making anything.
No, he make, but he just this guy just 3 months,
Okay, so
and he can make, but not same another guy.
Oh.
Yeah, but we know each other.
Okay.
Oh, right, each other. If three.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
And my close friend work with very close friend work with that guy.
Right.
She's admin in his website, and she will make she will be admin for me also, and we will share.
So how much does he make after 3 months?
I'm not sure because I'm not sure, but
Maybe I should go talk with them.
yeah.
See what they have to say when I arrive. Anyway,
After that, I went back to my room.
Mhm.
I changed my clothes to my shirt, and then I came here.
good.
Oh.
Okay. It's a little bit fast, but that's okay. Your friends
Your friend.
are here to
Come again.
ruin the show. What was I saying? Oh, about the thing. You know, many people, when you invest in something, a lot of people, they have to invest in someone that they believe in, right? You have to, because it doesn't always make sense. You know, you go to someone who has a great idea. They say, I'm going to build an airplane. And, you know, you talk with a scientist, they say it's impossible. You know, when the Wright brothers were building airplanes, scientists at this time said it's not possible. So if people come to you and say, I'm going to build an airplane, and all the scientists say it's not possible, you have to be a little bit crazy to invest in those people. You have to believe them. And if you believe those people, if they're your friends and you trust them, maybe it might be worth a risk.
Because
If you don't need the money.
everything for is mine, not him. Not like before we thought.
Right. But people, remember, people can say whatever they want.
Yeah.
It will be an exciting story as
That's
this business continues, right? You might tell us at the end of the show, John, I'm a millionaire. Right?
Millionaire?
You can tell us. Every day you'll come with more gold
Ah.
and more iPhones, and pretty soon we won't even see you under the pile of gold. We'll see as Cindy's exciting investment continues. I've lost, like I said, in the stock market, a lot of money. I know about losing money. Okay, let's continue with Cindy's favorite game.
There. Serious. IELTS.
IELTS. Okay, next question. Describe your favorite teacher from school. You should say what school she taught at, what she looked like, what subject she taught you, and explain why you remember this teacher so well. A minute to think as they take a shower.
No, I have to, but I'm confused to choose.
Remember, you get a minute to think in the second question, so you have a little bit of time to consider.
Who? When?
Not
Who?
who.
Who?
Who.
Who?
Yeah, who.
Who?
Describe your favorite teacher from school. You should say what school she taught at, what she looked like, and what subject she taught you.
Okay.
And of course, explain why you remember this teacher so well.
Okay.
My favorite.
My favorite teacher was a old lady.
We shouldn't say she's an old lady. Was Miss.
I forgot his name.
Then we can make up a name. Remember, don't worry about being honest as number one.
Oh, I Miss Nalina.
Okay.
Sound like bad.
Not sound like bad.
Sound bad.
Sounds.
Sounds bad.
Okay.
Nalina. I remember. Oh, she taught in cooking class and
Sewing.
Yeah, I remember her because
Not remember.
remember
Oh, right, the R.
her because
She stabbed you in the eye with a needle.
Yeah.
Did you see Cindy? She closed her eyes.
we
Okay.
had a lot of bad relationship, bad memory.
You or we? Who are we?
We, my teacher and me.
Oh, together. Okay,
She
not.
tried to yell at me.
We had a lot of bad, not memories,
bad things,
not things.
bad situation
That's okay.
together
Mm-hmm.
because I don't like cooking.
I
Didn't like cooking.
cooking.
I didn't like sewing, and I like to move or did like not like her, and she very careful about real lady you should move slow don't put up your
pull up
your
skirt
yeah
okay
and everything I did and she like to came and yelled at me
not
came to me
she liked to
came
not came she came to me or she liked
to come
yes
and yelled and sometimes yell at me
yes
sometimes one time really bad she cut my hair out
not out
off yeah so long very much because she said don't did everything with your hair but I try to make some slide
not make
slide or something
slide brush
not brush I make my hair wrong rule school
I didn't follow
the rules and she cut
wow
and sometimes hit me by everything she hold
anything
she hold
she was holding
yeah but I still like her because everything she did she taught me to be a good person and I remember her because finally almost finished in school
try again
finally I almost done in
at graduation
huh
at graduation mm-hmm. or you could just say near the end
she did everything different
she changed
she talked good did good with me when I asked her why she looked not same
before
yeah not same before she says everything she did because she wanted to help me just that but right now we almost don't have time together
we are
our time almost is gone
almost
what
up
yeah. Almost up means quick long
it means at the end yeah almost done
our time almost
is almost up
and she just only one I can
she is
the only teacher
only
teacher I love so much I hate so much and I love
she's the only teacher
I hate very
and
I hate and I love so much
we don't need to say she's the only teacher
I hate and love so much
good
right now she gone
she
passed away she is passed away
she is
passed out no not gone
she went drinking she is
gone
yeah you can say she passed away
but
she passed away usually is closer to the time now so where's your grandfather he just passed away that means right here but if you're talking about 10 years ago
yeah probably 10
it's better just to say she's dead or she's gone you could say she passed away in 2010 that's okay if you give a date you could say she passed away 10 years ago or something like that that was good it's a little bit too long there's still some grammar problems but the story is very good and it's a very good story because it's not what someone's expecting remember I told you that it's good just to make your life easy and say, my favorite teacher is Mrs. Stan from elementary school. That's what most people are going to say, and people get tired of it. Yours is almost a trick. You're saying how you hated her so much, but yet you loved her. So it shows that you understand the question. It's not that you got confused. You answered the question correctly, but it's not what someone's expecting. And that shows that you understand how to describe something very well. So the story is great. There's still some grammar problems, but the story's good. It's a little bit too long. It needs to be a little bit shorter. What school she taught at, you didn't say that, but I don't think it really matters. It's just a name. So I don't think they're really going to care, but it's good if you added that in. She taught at blah, 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 elementary school or whatever. What she looked like, you didn't really describe. Oh, you said she was old, but a little bit more would have been good. What subject she taught you, and explain why you remember this teacher so well. The last question you focused all of your time on. The other ones, not as much. I think they're looking a little bit more for the way she looks. They're imagining, they want you to sit in the class and imagine you're looking at her and what she looks like and why you like them. But I think yours is very good. I think that's what we're looking for.
School look like subject and what?
What school she taught at. That
Yes,
means
school.
the name of the school.
And look like.
What she looked like.
Yeah, and subject.
And what subject she taught.
And-
You answered that. You answered why you liked her perfectly. You answered what subject she taught. What she looked like, you said she was old.
But not much.
Right, you could have had a little bit more. And then what school she taught at. So I'm saying, I don't care about that. That's not important to me.
And last,
Explain why you remember this teacher so well. And you did that one perfectly. Okay, that's fine. I would give it a 6. It would be a 6.5 if the grammar was a little better, and if you remembered to say the school. I think it would have been a 7. Okay, let's go to the next one. Describe a present or a gift that you have given someone. You should say who you gave it to, what kind of present it was, how it compared to other presents you have given, and explain why you decided to give this particular gift. Once again, describe a present or a gift you have given someone. You should say who you gave it to, what kind of present it was, how it compared to other presents you have given, and of course explain why you decided to give
oh my gosh, hard.
this gift.
Very hard.
Well, don't worry, because you have 1 minute to think.
I think 1 minute not enough.
That's the stress.
I give other people.
Yes.
What thing I give?
Who you gave it to,
Who I give?
what you gave, what kind of present it was, and how it compared to other presents you have given
How it compare means?
to other presents. So they're saying,
Why I give
how
it?
is this one different than other presents?
Oh.
How it comparison. How it is different, how it is the same as other presents you give people, and explain why you decided to give this particular gift.
Oh, okay.
Okay, you ready?
Yes.
Go ahead.
When I was in, if lower than high school, what you call? Grade,
Elementary
probably
school.
8 years old or 9. what you
Elementary school.
elementary high
School.
elementary school. I know
Or primary school, maybe.
primary
Primary.
primary school.
Primary.
Primary school. I found a guy, a boy. He came from
You
another.
found or you met?
I met.
Okay.
He came from another country with his group to make activity in my school for kids.
Not make.
To help, to give,
To do.
to do, like camp, like volunteer camp.
Okay.
And I can't remember his name because I was very young. I was very young, but we will call him A.
If you're telling a story, you shouldn't tell people that you don't remember the name. So it's better to just say, I can't remember his name, or to make up a name before you tell them. But don't tell them that you're lying.
I can't remember his name.
Okay, so then just say, I can't remember his name.
And finally, my teacher said, you have said to children in that school, that team, that group would have back their home.
Would go home.
And I think probably I should give something to him because that guy
or
he helped me when we camping together.
When we
went camping together.
Okay.
And I gave one thing. I think I can change.
Let's keep going to the end and then you can change at the end.
I think
I gave
some
him
some galad thing like needle or pin.
A pin.
And you have to put.
It's called a pin.
To him.
I gave him a pin.
I gave him a pin.
Okay.
Because that pin has many meanings. That means you came in Thai because had
Not in Thai.
in Thailand. Yes. To Thailand. Thailand because it had Thai language and ลูกเสือ what you call?
I don't know, ลูกเสือ.
And you had like volunteer when you was young in high school. And you have to make cooking or something and let other people buy.
I didn't have to do that.
No, but I mean
Sell.
No. Oh my gosh, I forgot. ลูกเสือ Tiger daughter.
Tiger's daughter.
Tiger. ลูกเสือ Tiger. We have word for this, but like
For a small tiger, it's called a cub.
No, when every kid had to camping, what you call them?
Oh, in America we say Cub Scouts.
Scout.
Yes, Scouts.
Scout, yeah. Because that is.
There's Boy Scouts and Girl Scouts.
Yeah, local scout.
Okay.
And I think many things is are good. I think it had many many the meaning
Many
many meanings
meanings.
so I give him
I
gave him
gave
to him
it.
give it to him
This one's
I
not
think
very,
it's not good
it's not very good. What do you think the problems are?
I confused because it happened for a long
Yeah,
time
not for a long time. A long time
a long
ago.
time ago
Hmm.
and many things I don't know the word to use
Right. That's why we're here. That's why we're learning those words. This is how you learn vocabulary correctly. So a long time ago, when I used to teach people, they used to come to me every day and they would have lists of words. They say, John, look, I'm learning vocabulary. Apple, arithmetic, algebra. And then I would say, great. I say, you use algebra in a sentence. And they would go like this. I don't know.
yes
Unless you learn the words in the sentences, they have no meaning. And that's why they try to teach you grammar. So then they say, okay, well, they don't understand the meaning, so what we'll do is we'll teach them, is it a noun, a verb, an adjective? This is going to fix our problem. No, it doesn't fix anything. Anyway, back to we don't need to worry about other people's bad strategies. We just focus on our bad strategies here. The first problem is it took too long to get to the pin. So when you're telling a story to a person, it's good. We say it's suspense. When you're telling a story and someone wants to listen because you keep saying, and then, and they're like, wait, what's going to happen? What's going to happen? But when you're telling a story in these tests, you don't want to wait until the end to get to the pin, because if they stop you from talking, then you might not have gotten to the pin. So in your example, maybe you talked for 2 minutes and you got to the point where you said, and then I decided to give, and then they tell you 2 minutes done, you have to stop. You never got to talk about the pin. And so what they'll do is they'll give you a bad score, right? So we want to get to the point quicker in these answers. So your speaking is good, but in the test though, you have to be a little bit faster to get to the idea. You only want to take at most 10 or 20 seconds to get to the point. Some stories you do need to be a little bit careful, but in your story you should have said, 10 years ago when I was in primary school, I gave my camping instructor
20 years
a pin.
a pin
Right? Then you can tell why and how. He came from another country for volunteering to teach people camping in other countries. He came as a group, blah, blah, blah. Then you can add to it. But get to the point as quickly as you can in the test, and then they won't be able to say that you didn't answer the question. It's okay to keep telling the story. That's fine. Your story was good. You just need to say, 10 years ago, I gave my volunteer teacher a pin. Perfect, okay? That answers half of our question. And then you can go to the details after that. Okay? Okay, I think that's fine. I don't think there's any reason to continue that question. I don't really like it, that one anyway. Some of them that I like, we will try to perfect like we did before, but this one I don't really like, and so I don't think we need to spend more time on it. Next one. Describe a present or a gift someone has given you. You should say what kind of present it was, who gave it to you, why you were given it, and of course explain why you liked it. Once again, describe a present or a gift someone gave you that you really, really liked. You should say what kind of present it was, who gave it to you, why Duck gave it to you. I'm sorry, and why he gave it to you. And explain, of course, why you liked it.
It's very hard.
1 minute to solve all of your confusion. And remember, like I said, at first we want to tell a real story. Sipti also made a mistake of talking about something that's too far in the past. If you talk about something too far in the past, you won't remember it. So a better strategy is to use the most recent present that you've been given, because then the details will be clearer, if you can, right? If you can't, then imagine a TV show or a movie that you saw about a great gift. If you can't remember any movies and you have no examples, then you lie. So when they give you a minute, you should try to think, okay, what present was I given? If you can't think of it in 30 seconds, then switch and say, okay, what movie did I see about a gift? You can't remember any movies? Okay, well, then it's time to lie. That's what we want to do.
But lie too hard. Lie is very hard.
This one?
Lying.
Lying. Right.
Lying.
That's why we don't want to, because it won't be clear. It's going to sound like this. It's going to say,
Make
well...
me confused.
Confusing. Confusing. Good. That's right. It's supposed to be confused.
Confused.
But you could say confusing. That's true. Because when someone lies, it's like this. I have played this game with people, and they try to lie to me, and it's very obvious. You know, they say about a year ago. Well, I mean, let's say yesterday I got a gift. Yesterday I got a gift. Right? They repeat the sentences, and each time it changes a little bit. Yeah. But sometimes you have to, and remember, that's better than not answering. Some people, I'm sure some Thai people go to the test and they say, describe a present or a gift that you've given someone, and they just say, I don't know, right? We don't want to say that. Yeah. It's better to lie than to say that you don't know on this test. In real life, if the police say, what did you do?
I didn't do anything.
Okay.
I don't know. I didn't do anything.
Right. If you have to, and if you don't know what happened, you know, if you're like Sipti and you wake up and there's beer bottles and the floor is wet.
I don't know.
Someone said, "What happened?" You say, "I don't know."
Yes.
Right? That's okay. You don't have to lie. Yeah. But in the test, you have to answer, or you get a bad score. Okay. So Sipti had a long time to think of a great answer. I think it will be, it's going to be great because of all the time she got. Describe a present or a gift that you have been given. You should say what kind of present it was, who gave it to you, of course, why you were given it, and explain why you liked it.
Who gave me? What thing I got?
Yes, what it was, who gave it to you, why they gave it to you, and why you liked it.
Okay. When I was in the university.
We don't need to say the.
When I was in university.
Mm-hmm.
In my birthday.
Not in.
On my birthday.
Mm-hmm.
I found some present. What do you call? Some box, not box. Some picture.
A picture.
Some A picture.
Not some, a picture.
A picture.
Or some pictures.
A picture.
Okay.
A paper. I think a paper.
A paper.
A paper.
Paper.
A paper.
Okay.
A paper under my table.
Okay.
And
you mean desk?
Yeah, desk.
Desk.
Desk. And I don't know who put some bow. What do you call? Someone did.
Tied
Someone tied
a bow
a bow
around it.
and one small note, and
It had a small note.
it had a small note.
Mhm.
And when I opened and
It,
I wrote.
I read.
I read. He said, but I don't know he or she, but said
They said,
happy birthday, and I don't want you to know me as something, and happy birthday, just that. And
Okay.
when I opened the paper,
it
it is my picture, but someone
drew
do
a
it.
picture of you. Okay.
When
In
I-
your house?
No, when
Okay.
I study in my class.
Did it say like, I'm watching you?
It's terrible, right? No, but I
It seems creepy to me.
picture that.
Did it look like Napoleon Dynamite's picture for that girl? That he
No. I think he has skill. He has skill, or she has skill.
Who do you think it was? It must have been someone from art class, right?
Yes, because that picture when I try to learn some subject in class.
So someone was drawing you in class. Okay, good. Better than if like they drew a picture of you in the shower or something. Right?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Okay, so it was at least it was in class.
Yeah, I
But
don't-
can't you calculate the direction? Like if they drew you from here, couldn't you calculate? Okay, they're sitting there.
Because sometimes we had to study with other groups. Yeah, we don't know it's all friends or other friends.
Okay.
Other friends, yeah. And I still don't know who give
Who it was?
who is what. And I liked it so much,
Very much.
But right now, I don't know where.
Where it is.
Where it is. Probably because when I was young, I moved location often and gone now.
Now it's gone.
Now it's gone. Yeah, too long, right?
No. It's interesting. It's fun to listen to, right? It's not like other people's stories. I've listened to thousands of these stories. Some people, usually it's like,
Me also.
No. It's people who learn grammar. It's interesting to listen to. It's fun. What kind of present it was a drawing. Who gave it to you? We don't know, but that's okay. You can also say it's unknown. Why you were given it? Because it was your birthday. Explain why you liked it.
I didn't know.
You did. You said it was interesting. It was you. It was somebody who drew you. That's okay. That's correct. You answered all the questions. It was interesting. I think it's okay. There were some grammar problems, but it was a good question. It was a good answer. I think it answers all of the questions. It makes sense. Just a little bit of grammar problems. The length is a little bit long, but that's okay here. We're focusing on a little bit more content right now than speed. I think it's pretty good. I give it 6. Okay. Do we have time for another one? Let's try one more. Describe a happy childhood event. You should say when it happened, who was involved, how you felt at the time, and of course, why it was so important.
I don't know the question. I don't understand.
Describe a happy childhood event.
A happy
Childhood, that means when you were when you were a
Yeah.
childhood. So when you were maybe 3 until 14,
Very young.
describe a happy childhood event. That means something that happened. You got a new bicycle, or you went on the train for the first time, or you met duck in the pond. Was he swimming? Quack quack.
Yeah. He's
Whatever.
didn't born to be human.
Right. Did I tell you the joke about the frog?
No, I'm not sure.
You remember the joke about the frog?
Tell a little bit because I'm not sure. Probably no. What frog?
There's a guy. He went to he came to a library. Did I tell you that?
No.
So there's a guy. He comes to a library, and he asks for some books, and the librarian she gives him the books, and he goes away, and after a couple hours he comes back, and he gets some more books, and he goes out and comes back, and this happens for a long time, and the librarian thinks, how can he read these books so fast? What is he doing with all these books? So she decides to follow him. And she follows him outside, and she hides. And she's following him down the street and down these alleys. Eventually he gets to the park. And he brings the books to a frog. And he puts them in front of the frog. And the frog says, read it.
Read it.
That means it's a joke. Read it, that means I already read it.
Oh, read
But
it.
it's also the sound the frog makes.
Yeah.
So the guy thinks that the frog already read.
And he had to change.
Go get another book.
So well.
Okay.
Read
Anyway,
it.
that's John's bad joke. John's painful bad joke.
Yeah, it's fun, but
Painful bad joke for the
I
day.
understand read because read it.
Read
I
it.
don't know who read it.
Read it. Yeah. Okay, describe a happy childhood event. You should say when it happened, who was involved, how you felt at the time, and of course, why it was so important. Also, did I tell you the joke about the ugly kids on the bus?
Oh, yeah, heaven.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Already.
okay.
That is the. It's fun.
Why it was so important.
Oh. Why is so hard to think about?
These are difficult questions. And sometimes we got to make them up a little bit. And that's what we're learning to do, because when you go to the test, you have to be good at just, as Sibti was saying before, bullshitting. That means you just make it up a little bit as you go. Don't use any bad words in your test, though. I don't think it would give you necessarily bad marks, but it sounds bad, and I don't think it will benefit you in any way. Yeah.
Okay. I think I very
Thin.
all my life. No.
Oh no.
All my life.
Oh no.
I was happy. The best happy. The best.
The most happy.
The most happy.
Or the happiest. The happy.
The happy.
The happiest.
The happiness.
Happiest.
Happiest was when
The time my
That is-
happiest
was
my happiest time.
my happy.
I think it's the time when I was the most happy, because
The time
happy. I think it's most happy. The time when I was the most happy was
The time when I have a most.
not half. The time I was the most happy.
The time when I almost happy
The time when I was the most happy.
the time when I was the most happy
The most.
the most
Now that you say it, it sounds bad to me, both of them. Happiest. Well,
My
no,
happiness.
we have here. It says happy. No, it doesn't say. Doesn't say happiest childhood event. I think it's happiest,
it's happiest
but I'm not sure.
my happiest
Both. That means I've heard people say both, and so probably you could
or
get
just
away.
happiest my
Yeah.
happiest when I was
Not my happiest. I was the happiest.
I was the happiest when my birthday I was
On my birthday.
on my
But you should say what the time was. On my what birthday?
on my on my seventh
Birthday.
birthday because my mom and my dad could
Could come.
could come in my birthday
Not in.
could come to my birthday both because
Not both at the end. They both.
they both could come to my birthday
Day.
day and we were party
We partied.
we partied together and
Did you have like beer?
no
Oh no, okay, no.
a lot of my friends there a lot of my family there
A lot of my family was there. A lot of my friends were there.
a lot of my friends were there a lot of my family was there
Yes.
I was very happy because that is just one time in my life it happened.
That is the only time in my life.
That is only time.
The only.
The only time in my life it happened.
What
And,
happened? What is it?
My mom and my dad and all of my friends and a lot of my family stayed together. Stayed together.
Mhm.
Yeah.
When it happened, seventh
I was
grade.
seven.
Who was involved? Your family. How you felt at the time?
My family. No, my birthday.
No, how you felt. Means your feeling. How did you feel?
Oh.
Were you angry? Were you happy?
Oh, I'm happy.
Okay, yeah, you said you were happy, but we need more than just happy, right? Because we already know it's a happy childhood event. So they're expecting you to say a little bit more. Like you should say, "I was so happy that I was crying," or something like that. That's what they're looking for you to say, right?
I was
The
so
amount of happiness.
I was so happy because I can get. I got many box
Presents. It's not bad. Remember, these are hard.
Yeah.
They're not
You
easy.
have to try to find what.
Yeah. I think it's not really that exciting of a story, but I think you almost answered the questions.
Other people, it sound like simple for other people, but for me it's hard to happen because my mom and my dad broke. They and usually
Not broke.
breaker
Got divorced.
got divorced, and usually they didn't want to see each other.
See me. No. Okay, but then you should you focus on that in the beginning. So in English, the things that come in the beginning are what's important, and the things that come at the end are less important. So if it's important, then you tell us it's important by putting it in the beginning. So you should have said just like you did in the beginning. You should say, my happiest childhood event. The happiest childhood event I can remember is when my dad and my mom came to my birthday. It was difficult for them to come because they had gotten divorced.
Gotten divorced.
They had gotten divorced. And so them both being able to come to see me at the same time, they lived far away, was very rare. So when they
was
came
very
to...
rare
Rare.
หายาก
Rare. So when they came, I was very surprised. And not only did they come to see me, and my friends were there, and my relatives were there, but I also got a lot of presents. I was so happy seeing them and spending time with everyone that I almost cried. I can still remember it to this day. That's how important it was for me. For other people, probably their mom and their dad are always at their party. But for me, it was a special time that I have not seen again. Right? That's John bullshitting a little bit. Okay. Okay.
When you say it, sound like, oh my god.
Right. We have to give people the feeling, so they say, oh yeah, that's right. Anyway, I think it's pretty good. Sipti already is not scared anymore about answering the question, right? If you remember in the beginning, you were like, I don't know, it's so hard. Now you're already like, okay, let's just make something up, let's go. That's what we need. That's what you have to be able to do for the test. People who don't practice doing that get in trouble. They go to the test and they panic. They say, oh no, what am I going to talk about? Sipti's not going to be that way. When Sipti goes there, Sipti will answer the question. And so already half of our problems are done. Now, if she answers the question right or not, that will depend on what happens. That depends on the question. But one of the problems that I had with some of the students that I taught was just that they were unprepared the first time. A lot of people came to me after they already tried. So people thought that they were very good at speaking English. They had a lot of experience talking with people from India. And then they went to the test and somebody asked them a question like this and they panicked. They had nothing to say and they got a very low score. And then they said, uh-oh, I need some help. So I got a lot of people like that and we practiced and some of them improved. Some of them got worse scores. No, no, they all improved a little bit, some more than others. Okay, I think that's good for today. Any questions?
No.
If you want to go to Sipti's party.
I want to stop.
Or if you want to draw a picture of her. And leave it for her on Instagram. She'll be excited to see it. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
ขอบคุณค่ะ